Oh well, I need to talk about more about my fiance because I forgot what I was thinking of that. So anyway, and when I was 10, I was grounded up until I was grounded for months by Vinny. Wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom or brush my teeth or have anything to eat at my own home. So I didn't brush my teeth at all because every time I came out, mom was downstairs, so I couldn't hang out with mom like I wanted to, and like I usually used to doing. So, yeah. So mom was downstairs. I couldn't hang out with her like I usually want to every day for a month. And so whenever I went out, whenever I wanted to hang out with mom and try to sneak out to hang with mom and go downstairs, Vinny always told me, was waiting for me to go downstairs, go back in your room. And then later that day, when I wanted to brush my teeth so I could get something to eat downstairs, he was waiting for me and says, go back in your room. Or go to the bathroom or get out to go to the bathroom, my room to go to the bathroom, or brush my teeth. He said, go back in your room because he was a dick. And he just said the same thing. And everyone, him and Vinny were always out there every day waiting for me to make my move to try to sneak out of my room. And always tell me to go back in my room, and so I just decided to go to the bathroom in my room. I started urinating on purpose in the bed while I was in my bed, and took a shit all whenever I needed to in the trash. Then I remember I threw the shit, and I kind of always like threw the shit out of the trash and out of the window. And then one day, Vinny decided to just take the trash can from my room when I was still grounded. He was tired of me shitting the trash can. So I just decided to shit out the window. And also around that time, sometimes I wouldn't make it. And because I wouldn't. Sometimes a lot of times because I went out the window and not in the bathroom, a lot of times it would end up on my clothes. So at night, I had to wait till nighttime, till everyone was asleep, and I mean everyone, literally everyone. I intentionally tortured myself by over-exercising to stay up. I did push-ups and sit-ups and sometimes jumping jacks, but not really all the time jumping jacks. I didn't want to wake you all up. I did jumping jacks. So at least 100 for each one of those exercise. And then when everyone was asleep, and then I went to the bathroom and cleaned my pajama bottoms. Cleaned my pajama bottoms from the in the sink and washed it with soap. And I wore the same PJs for a month until my 11th birthday. I told Dad this, but I didn't tell more detail, and he knows about this now because he's listened to the video. How are you taking this? So, Vinny called me a bad kid all the time because I was urinating in my bed and shitting in the trash can. Well, maybe this wouldn't happen if he just let me use the fucking bathroom upstairs. Did you ever think of that, Vinny? About $10, 50, even grand. You didn't. I bet you didn't think. Vinny, you didn't think that this is all your fault because you're too stupid. And then when I was 13, for my final trick, I destroyed all the photos in my photo album, including my artwork, because I want to leave nothing behind. I want no one to remember that I existed, because I felt like no one even cared that I existed. And then I was going to jump out my window, but then I thought of it, we think it over, because I would miss my movies too much. And then the next day I started praying to God because I just wanted to live with Dad. And the next day, is the weekend, Friday, and over the weekend, my mom died. And I danced and celebrated and thanking God that I was alive. And this was after Halloween. I think we went to Halloween on, was it Monday night or Sunday night we went to Halloween in 2010? Right. And then next day I found my mom's side and I couldn't be more happy. I was so thrilled. And I also laughed at her funeral, was like laughing because of all these great things they were calling my mom. I was just smiling and laughing. Like, yeah, right. She's like, yeah, right, she's in heaven. That bitch is in hell. I was thinking to myself in my head. It's what she put me through. I felt that way, so. And then I also, after this, I told everyone at the Lighthouse School I didn't have that much of a close relationship with my mom, and everyone was like sorry for my loss and everything, but no one gave a hoot ass about when Tony died. Want to know how many years they gave me to grief, Lighthouse? 2 years. Less than a year they gave me to grief over Tony. Gee, I guess Tony doesn't fucking matter because I think she was more of a better mother than mom ever will be. I kept on telling everyone, mom's in hell. And she says, no, she's in heaven. What the fuck do they know? Did they met my mom? I bet $10 not. No offense, Miss Perrin. And no offense to Eric either. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I can't think of anyone who else is on my... And for those who I like and on my good side, and no offense to you guys, you guys didn't know better. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Bye.